Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brad Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University, where I'm the Associate Professor of Percussion. My third tip for the TMEA Timpani etude is about dampening. First of all, when to do it, and also how to do it. So let's talk about when to dampen on an etude. So if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty and see every time that I dampen, go and watch my YouTube video and mark it in. You can really see when and where I dampen. A couple of small tips that I would give for when to dampen are creating like a rule. So for me, I tend to dampen a lot when there's an eighth note rest or longer. I don't do that all the time. It's dependent on the dynamic, what's ringing through, but I always make sure to dampen when we have a long rest where we have tuning changes. So for example, measure 17, we also have one at the top of the second page, as well as the 6-bar rest that's in the middle of the second page. So make sure that you're dampening out all those pitches so that we're not getting any like tuning change sound when we're in those long rests. Also, like we talked about, make sure we count through those rests correctly. A big area that I wanted to talk about, or two areas, are going to be at measure 69. There's a set of pitches that I dampen out, and you'll notice that I dampen those quickly because we have some staccato notes on measure 69 and 70, and also the composer has been really exact with 16th note rest and 8th note rest. So make sure that we're giving in measure 69, I actually dampen out low-high, and then I dampen out an 8th note worth of note, and then on the last beat of measure 70, I dampen out again after an 8th note worth of pitch. That's to make sure that I'm not just seeing that staccato note on those last notes and dampening. I'm not dampening as quick as possible. I'm thinking one and I'm thinking about the actual rhythm and the space and length of those rhythms. The other big dampening that I would recommend is on the very end, which the last bar has a very quick, and so I recommend to dampen out those notes is I dampen high as soon as I hit the low note, and then I'm dampening out the bottom 3 drums at the same time by putting my left hand on the 32, my right hand on the 29, and my right elbow on the 26. So in slow-mo, that last bar, or let's do the last 2 bars, would look and sound like this. That's going to give a nice final cutoff, a nice silence to the end of the solo that I think you're really going to want and really show that you know how and when to dampen. I hope that helps, and best of luck on your audition.